This week on GamePron News, it seems the end is in sight for the ongoing debate over an adult video games rating in Australia, as politicians reach a historic agreement on the topic. EA and BioWare open up pre-orders for Star Wars: The Old Republic, but only if you live in the right places. While The Darkness 2 has been delayed and Mega Man Legends 3 cancelled, there is still hope. Activision this week revealed that GoldenEye 007 will be getting a high-def reboot, and it's due this year. Farmville developer Zynga has been taken to court over copyright infringement, and while PopCap games make a little boy's dream come true, Warner Bros. And NetherRealm prefer to visit your nightmares. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen. Australian politicians have made a historic agreement this week which paves the way for the country to receive an adult R18 rating for video games sometime in the not-so-distant future. Early reports from the July 22nd meeting of the Standing Committee of Attorneys General seem negative, with New South Wales Attorney General Greg Smith announcing that he would abstain from voting, making it impossible to reach the unanimous decision required to change the country's classification laws. In a later press conference, however, Brendan O'Connor, the Australian Federal Minister for Home Affairs, explained that the committee had managed to reach an in-principle agreement on the topic. There are still some points which need to be worked out and some compromises reached, but Minister O'Connor is confident that the rating will be passed through Federal Cabinet within a couple of months. From there, it's up to each individual state and territory to decide how they want to progress with the new rating. If New South Wales is still not convinced, that one state may choose not to allow adult-rated video games within its borders. Similarly, South Australia is already taking a different approach, announcing that it will fold the current MA15+ rating into the new R18, eliminating one category. Attorney General John Rao believes that this will clearly mark games suitable for children and those for adults, and make it easier for parents to choose. While this is a huge leap forward on the topic, it's not been finalised yet and things are still up for discussion. Another pretty significant event this week, EA and BioWare officially opened pre-orders for the upcoming release of Star Wars: The Old Republic. There are 3 different versions of the game, starting with a standard edition for $59.99, which comes with early game access, an in-game colour stone and 30 days of game time. Then there's the $79.99 digital deluxe edition, which includes a few extra in-game items. Finally, the limited collector's edition comes with a statue, a medal case, a book, a map, an authentication key, a soundtrack CD and a shiny collector's edition box, plus 7 in-game digital items for $150. But there's a catch. The pre-order deal is only available for gamers in North America and selected European regions including Great Britain. If you're in Australia, New Zealand or anywhere in Asia, you're missing out. And not just on the pre-order. Due to overwhelming demand for the Old Republic, the game itself will only be launched in those selected territories until we hear otherwise. This difficult but necessary decision sees BioWare promising an amazing game when the game is expanded post-launch, but at present there is no time frame for just when that will happen. Those gamers who will miss out on the Old Republic won't even have Star Wars Galaxies to fall back on, with LucasArts this week squishing any hope that the MMO may be resurrected in a free-to-play format. In a developer statement released this week, the developer explained that such a move simply isn't financially viable. Instead, in the lead-up to the December closure of the game, LucasArts has a lot planned and promises to send the 8-year-old game off in style. And the heats keep coming. This week, The Darkness 2 has been delayed into February 2012, which does take it out of the packed October release window, but it means that it won't be out for Christmas. Publisher Warner Bros. Didn't offer any explanation for the delay, so we're going to go with making sure that quad wielding is as badass as it can be. The Darkness 2 is still faring better than Mega Man Legends 3 though. Capcom this week has announced that the partially crowdsourced project has been scrapped, explaining that the game simply does not meet required criteria for a retail release. There is some good news, however. Activision has confirmed that GoldenEye 007 Reloaded is more than just a rumour. The game is in development for PS3 and Xbox 360, boasting move functionality, HD graphics, shiny realistic environments, a contemporary Bond experience, and of course a return to split-screen 4-person multiplayer.
You thought you were protecting Queen and Country. Look at the last 10 years. The wars, The financial meltdown? Who profited? Who came out on top? You know, I did think about asking you to join my little enterprise. But your loyalty was always to the mission.
We don't know too much else about the project in the works from Eurocom, but it does seem to be a creature catering to fans, so fingers crossed that this one lives up to expectations when it's launched later this year. Whether you love them or hate them, it is impossible to escape Zynga. The Farmville developer owns a pretty decent chunk of the casual games market, but news has come to light that suggests the company might not actually own everything it claims. Fellow developer Social Apps, who published a little title called My Farm on Facebook back in 2009, has taken Zynga to court, suing the company for violation of trade secrets, breach of written contract, and alleged copyright infringement, among others. 2 years ago, Zynga and Social Apps reached an agreement where Zynga would be allowed to use all intellectual rights and source code for My Farm in exchange for appropriate compensation. As time went by, Zynga became more and more popular, but that promised payout never came for Social Apps. Now, the company's had enough, seeking statutory and punitive damages, as well as a permanent injunction, and the small matter of Zynga's profits and gains from Farmville. This story will either get messy and interesting, or disappear very quietly indeed. We're not taking any bets. Earlier this year, we told you about 9-year-old leukemia patient Owen Weinert, who had been working with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and PopCap Games to create his masterpiece, Allied Star Police. Now, the game is available on the App Store, released under PopCap's experimental label, Fourth and Battery, and did we mention it's free? The game itself takes a side-scrolling top-down arcade game and throws in some RTS elements and a few bits of tower defense. Owen has created a fictional futuristic world where tanks, hovercraft, super vehicles, and the mysterious GSLC must duke it out against the purple Flamians, who come prepared with mechazoids and commandoids. Apparently, Allied Star Police has already earned more than a few fans, with Owen's father and brother unable to put the game down. It's been picking up some good reviews on the App Store too, and every download will make a little boy's smile just a little bit brighter. On a totally different note though, Warner Bros. And NetherRealm have revealed the fourth and final DLC character for Mortal Kombat, Freddy Krueger. The Elm Street local brings with him his trademark hat and slashed stripy sweater, as well as 2 bladed gloves. He's got his own moveset, story ending, and, of course, all his own fatalities. He'll be out August 9th and is expected to cost around $5. Bargain. Till next week, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this is GamePron News.